Picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Fires to the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He'll put the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Wolf. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the...
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Seminoles are flying down the field. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida State!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Oh, what a move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Gets it out quickly. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Power football with the run. Can't get him to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners.
Nothing but green ahead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is an all too familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Wolf. Nice move to keep running. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Escapes the sack. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Yates. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Got a man, it's Jordan. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, running back gets the give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll run play action. On the run, still looking. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Gaines. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And here comes the offense on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Horn. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
This quarterback makes very good decisions, not just when it comes to throwing the football, but in the option game as well. Knowing when to hand it off to the fullback, knowing when to pitch it, or when to keep it yourself. He showed you that there.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Right back to him on the ground. Breaks the tackle. Still running at the 40. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on first down. Looking for a huge play. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They keep attacking through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. Quick spin on the run. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Finds the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they will score! Touchdown, Florida State! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida State, 35. Notre Dame, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Bringing it back, it's Gaines. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown Seminole. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Yates. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Looking to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Yates. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Noles! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just 2 over Fresno State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to pass it on second down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Gaines. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Got it. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
56, Notre Dame, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, John.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give on the inside. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Give to the back. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Jordan. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The offense set for a first down play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Gives it to the back on the draw. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with fourth and short. They're about 2 yards away. With jet sweep pass. Shakes off a tackler. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Second and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Irish.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Notre Dame, 17.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now they'll try the right side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Wolf. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
And they'll... by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
And the Noles will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff from the gun. Smashes through. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Shotgun snap on third down. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. It's complete to the right. Touchdown Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State, 63. Notre Dame, 17.
Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. Bringing the heat. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. He wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Gets away from one. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Thrust that arm out. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Looking for a block. It's Jordan. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they got him for the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.